Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing good. So today we'll try to understand reporting in ServiceNow. So let's get started and try to understand this topic. Okay. So guys, let me tell you first what is ServiceNow reporting. So ServiceNow reporting enables you to create and distribute reports that shows the current state of instance data, such as how many open incident of each priority there are. Reporting functionality is available by default for all the tables, okay, except for system tables. So we can create report for any table, okay. So let's get started and try to see how can we create report first. So once you type reports here in the filter navigator, if you scroll down under reports, you are having option to view and run, okay. So you can create a report by two ways. So first you can navigate to views and run and you are able to see all the reports, okay? And here you are having option to create a report, okay? And second option, if you click on create new, so I have clicked on opened in new tab. So you can see here. So from directly here you can create a report, okay? So guys, let's create one report here, okay? So we are going to create one sample report, okay. So you have to provide the name of report here and then you have to provide the source type. So whether you are going to configure on table or data source. So if you select data source, you have to select the data source which you have created, okay. So let's create on table. So here you can select the table and you can select any of table here. So if you want to create your report on incident table, you have to select the incident table. So we have selected our incident table. Let's go. And here you have to select the type. So you are having bars option, pies and donuts, time series. So these are the type of report, multidimensional report. So whatever type is required, there are many, okay. So as per your requirement, you can select the type. So I'm selecting bar, okay, a vertical bar graph, and I'm going to go ahead. So now what we have to do is we have to do the configure part. So you can group by here. So like you can group by priority or assignment group. Like as per your requirement, you can select here group by. So I am doing group by priority. Okay. And here you are having more option, right? So you can do additional group by as well. You can do a stack by. You can display data table and you can make some of the aggregation like count, sum, max, mean. So you can do this kind of operation on the data, okay, record. So you can max number of groups, you can default set also. So now we have set a system default. You can set it like how many maximum groups could be seen here, okay. So this kind of configuration you have do it. So I have just given group by priority, okay. Let's go next. And here you are having option for styling. So you can change the color, you can change the title, and here you can do the styling purpose or customization, okay. So now let's come here and try to see how our report looks, okay. So let's minimize it bit, okay. So here you are able to see our report has been created, sample report at it's in bar. But here we have not given any filter condition, so you can give some filter condition as well. So I am taking filter condition as the active true, okay, and I'm running this report. So you could see we have group by priority. So here you could see for priority 1 we are having this many 6. For priority 2 we are having 4 incident. For low we are having 3. For planning we are having 9. So this is how you can create a report. Let's come here and try to understand this option. So you can share this report also. So save and continue. So we are having option for the visibility. So once you select sharing setting, once you select the share option, you could see visible to only me, everyone, and you can provide your role also. And here you are having groups or users. So once you click, you are able to add some groups and user as per your requirement. Okay. You can add user who would be able to see this report and groups. So whoever will be added into that group who would be able to see this report. And now you are having option to schedule this report. So you can schedule this report like when should trigger this report automatically. You can add this report into dashboard as well. Okay. So you can add your reports into dashboard. I'm going to show it in my further video. Okay. And from here you can export into PDF, like whatever report you have created, you can export into PDF. And here you are having option to publish this report. You can publish this report by clicking here. Now let's try to understand some of the point. So these are also quite important point. So here you are able to see this icon. So from here you are able to copy report link. So once you click on it, it will copy the report link, this report link. Okay. Here you are able to see the report information. If you click here, you will get redirected to the sharing option. Okay. And here you are having option to delete this. And once you click on save, you are able to update this report. You are able to insert a report and you can insert and stay. You are having this many options. And you can save this report as a data source as well. Okay. And here you are having option to run this report. So this is how you can create a report. You can run the report. And types, you can go through the types here. Each and every type has been explained. So type you can select as per your requirement. Okay. So there are many types available in ServiceNow. So you can select totally as per your requirement. Okay. So let's try to see how can we schedule our report. Okay. So I have created this report. I want to schedule this report. So directly you can click schedule and you can schedule this report, and as well as you can go here schedule report. Okay. Under reports you are having option to schedule report. You can go here as well and you would be able to schedule the report. So let's click here. And here you are able to create schedule email reports. You have to click on new, and here you have to select the schedule report name, and here you have to select the report. So let's select the report. So we had created sample report, right? So let's select that report, and I'm going to provide this schedule report name as well, sample report, same as the report name. Okay. And here you want to add user, you can add it to whom it should trigger. Okay. So let's add some user. So I am going to trigger to test report or test user. And here you can provide the email address also, like user ID, like any email address of any user, like whoever you want to send this report. Here you can add a group. Here you can add email address of user, or maybe if you are having email address associated with any group, you can add it here. And subject you have to provide. So just provide sample report. Okay. And when to run you have to provide, like daily, weekly, monthly, periodically, once, on demand. So you can run on demand as well. So if you want to test it, you can directly run on demand, and this report will be triggered to the user. Okay. Like whoever you want to send it. So let's select daily. Here you can define the time. So I'm defining as a 10. And conditional, you can provide some conditional condition. So you have to click on it. It's a bit slow. So you can select here. So you are having option to define condition here. Okay. And omit if no record. So if you select it, if there's no record in that report, it will not trigger this so schedule report. Okay. And here you can provide some message. Okay. And here you have to select the type, like PDF, PNG, like as per your requirement you have to select the type here. And here if you want it in zip format, zip output, you can select here. And if you want to include any other schedule report here, you can select it. So once this report will be triggered along with this report, like whatever report you would be selecting here, it will trigger along with this. So this is how you can schedule a report as well. So in my next video, we are going to understand how can we add report into dashboard and how can we create new dashboard. Okay. So that's all for today. If you like my videos, please do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.